Yes. Designer clothes, nail stores to find her toes. I'm dressing up my wife cause at night she even glows. Arm and Hammer, baking soda, something gotta give. I'm rinsing out my mouth, washing out my jibs. Sipping on some tea while I reflect on what I did. Staking Hex for 15 years, I did it for my kids. Stress free, no bother, they never have to worry about me living my life so they can struggle like I did. What's this? A reenactment of a sage master. Respect mathematics, move forward, not backwards. If you have a best friend, watch you attach with. The betrayal is real and it could all end tragic. Life is savage. The truth is some can never manage. They walk around town all blind with bad habits. See, it's blissful when you smoke the cigarette of ignorance, thinking money is everything when it's all devilish. Skill noble like it is just pure deliverance. Teaching the truth to those who seek it, admire reverence. Never embrace those who are indignant and praise irrelevance, pretending they're intelligent but lack common sense. We were born into our bodies, that's where the first marriage is. Till death do we part, but some feed us false narratives. See, before I'm legend, smack the devil in the face. And since the world's a stage, ask Chris Rock how it tastes.
I was born to create. If you ever made a classic rap song, you can relate. Put a seal on my fate. My family is straight. I dropped 19 timeless albums to the date. The love for my fans is crazy. They embrace me. I am the bag that money be trying to chase me. This is legit the best collaboration. Generational wealth from a song foundation. In this insane world, times is hard. Some commit suicide, some found God. The rest of y'all robots relying on the government. You gotta listen to the message that a brother sent. I wouldn't steer you wrong, I'm here to help shit. No problem spreading that knowledge, I'm never selfish. We invested in crypto, now I'm growing strains on a farm out in Frisco. Let's go.
Everybody, it's the Crypto Wonder, your host of the Crypto Wonder podcast. Hope you're doing well, and let's get right into it. So, this it's gonna be a relatively short blog, and I gotta holler at a gentleman who doesn't know me, but he's in the pulsechain Hex pulsechain community. And he's going through some things where, he's being criticized heavily for shilling a token that's not Hex. And it's Crypto Joker, right? Crypto Joker is, again, being criticized and unfollowed for shilling a token, the reflector or reflector contract type of token, to the community, and for some in the Hex community, that's been frowned upon, right? And they pretty much let him go as far as following him. But the other side of the argument to that, which I haven't seen him address, people are saying that because he used to criticize other individuals, other Hexicans that sold Hex to buy whatever from their proceeds, that was a bad thing or something that shouldn't be done. Right? Don't sell Hex to buy whatever you need to buy. Some people say it's nobody's business what you do with your money, but they're saying that he used to criticize people who sold Hex. And in this situation, they say that he sold Hex to get into, say, Tama V3, reflector contract. And he posted on Twitter that, he made some gains. And, let it be known he made $150 USDC. And people should, go in early or go in right now before they lose out on rewards. And he got a shitstorm
of attacks behind that. My thing, he didn't address the fact that that was the argument, right? Marco the Hexican criticized the Joker for being a hypocrite, for being a narcissist, and not addressing the hypocrisy. Like, you sold $15,000 or 15,000 hex, I'm gonna say 15K worth of hex to buy a shit coin. Meanwhile, I used to criticize sellers of hex in the past, and people have been reaching out to him. That's what Marco the Hexican is saying. People have been reaching out to him, behind the scenes, to like kind of like, I don't know, advise, help, be friendly, whatever. The Joker didn't address that. The Joker just addressed how he's disappointed in the community for turning their backs on him, for certain OGs, even Richard, for unfollowing him. The lack of support for everything Joker has done in the community. And basically for those people to give him their backs, it's like, it's hurtful, right? Truth be told, Joker reached out to me months ago and asked me to follow him on his channel. And I said, well, it'd be good for you to reciprocate that. Follow me too. And I have a YouTube. I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll follow you on YouTube. You do the same for me. And I saw he did the same, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, followed me on Twitter. And then shortly after that, he unfollowed me on Twitter. I didn't, like very shortly after that. And I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I guess I was insignificant, like I am now, right? I'm insignificant, small channel, whatever. Like, I don't have as many followers as he does or his Hexican OG cohorts do, because, that's what people chase after, right? Attention. If folks want to grow and expand their platform and program, so you have to create to attract attention. I understand that because I'm a content creator, but much smaller level. I didn't reach out to him and ask him, hey, why you unfollowed me? Because I don't have time for that. I never asked anybody why they unsubbed or unfollowed me, because that's not my thing. So I just kind of like this is the thing about what I've always said about community. It's a funny thing. It's a very funny thing with community. When people talk that community talk, it's very funny. I haven't been 100% convinced to believe in, community, because you find yourself questioning some things when certain things happen, and you wonder, wow, what's going on here? Friends turn foes, right? Betrayal. People become disloyal and all kinds of stuff. Things that happen in normal real life. But when you're talking about like this internet, crypto community, yeah, you might know each other, have a relationship outside of the internet, meet each other face to face, and there's a camaraderie there. There's some type of, bond made. That's a blessing. But for the most part, people are still left to decide on their own what they're going to do with what they have. That's been my stance forever. Like, these friends that people claim to have in community, these bonds and this stuff like that. And if you have it, that's great. That's a blessing. It's a blessing. But at the same time, are the friends there when you have to make your crypto decisions? When you click send, do you have your friends around you watching you click send or click receive or, transact, sell, buy? These things are still left up to the person to make the decision, because this is what crypto is about. When they say person to person, not friends to friends, it's person to person, right? We have to sort of like put things in perspective, keep things in compartmentalize. It's what it is. And it's sad that, certain realizations had to come to this point, which is like what I mean by the whole drama thing. There's so much going on in the world to be focused on certain things about who's unfollowing you, who's not following, who followed, and because of a tweet and this and that. Like, there's so much more that could be done. Like, if you're doing work, keep doing the work. Focus on what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a message just to him. I'm speaking to the viewers. This is what I'm saying. Like, you have to live your life in a way that satisfies you and provides some type of real inner fulfillment. Because people are broken. People are hurt. People are in pain. People are suffering. That's the truth. The social media just provides opportunity for people to get lost in fantasy and create illusions of what's not real. Because when you turn the cameras off, when you turn the devices off, you're still left with yourself. And you'll always be left with yourself. So where do we go from here? What is it that you're going to do moving forward to understand what position are you in right now? What part do you play in all of this? You understand? This is not unusual. These are just some of the things that, I talk about every now and then, often actually, not only every now and then, often. People need to make decisions that work for them, not because someone else likes you or you're part of some community and this and that. Look, I like Hex, I like pulsechain, I like Pulse X. It is what it is. There's other things I like. There's other things in life that, life is broad, much more vast than what's than what we think and believe is. You know what I'm saying? How we understand things is just limited to our scope. The world and things that manifest are greater than that. So this is why I've always brought up too, like at one point when the founder of Hex, Richard Hart himself, was a Bitcoin maximalist, how did that work out? It worked out up to a point when he realized and updated his worldview, like you all like to say, and I've been saying it too. I realized Ethereum was a better chain. It's a better blockchain. Not a great chain, that's why he's forking it. But it was a better blockchain than Bitcoin. He's updated his worldview since then. Yes, Richard is very polarizing, controversial, and all this stuff. He's trying to, grab the attention of, at this point, I don't know who he's trying to grab the attention. I think any attention is just good for him. As far as what he's trying to achieve, that's on him. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the man is perfect. He's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get the sense that people in Hex, let's see, the OGs, adore him so much, it's like they put him on a pedestal. Like, I get he's done great. He's done great things. But he's almost like treat him like he's like messianic. Like this is, come on now. We have to keep things in perspective, because the problem is this: he's still human. He's still human, and he wants to achieve great things. We're all human, and we want to do better, or at least many of us do. I don't know about all, but many of us want to do better in life, and we make mistakes along the way. Richard is not void of that. He's not infallible, right? And it's not a critique to him. It's just that, he's raised the bar to a certain level, but you also have to raise your bar to your level of what's compatible for you and what you need to reach. And I really try to vie for everyone's attention. Some of the things I've even also said, even for him, as far as Richard, you vying for all this attention from people who don't respect you, like from his peers. They don't even matter, but to Richard, they do matter, because he's trying to aim for glory. He's going for the top, the gusto, just it. He wants to be the head honcho, the #1 thing in crypto. And that's him. And he says if that mental problem If his mental problem is going to allow a bunch of people to be rich behind it, then so be it. And that's his goal. And that's his drive. And that's his motivating feat that he has to accomplish and reach. You know what I'm saying? But he's going through his own problems. Make no mistake about that. We all have our weight to carry. We all have our weight to carry. Richard doesn't follow me. I don't cry and vie for the man's attention like heavy like that. Because it's not for that. Like, what are we doing this for? The man doesn't pay any content creator to create content. We do it just because we enjoy doing it. I guess, now I'm not going to say we and speak for everybody. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to speak for me. I do it because I enjoy creating content. Hex is not the first thing I ever spoke about when it came to crypto. Not at all. It won't be the last, because since then I've also spoken about pulsechain and pulsex, which, yeah, those are Richard Hart products, sure. But I speak about things too. Like, look, you got Hex, pulsechain, and pulsex. So it went from being a Hex maxi to now being just a Richard Hart maxi, because he's introducing other coins to the fold. Hopefully soon. But he's introducing other coins to the fold. So people saw that and they just say, okay, instead of just talking about one coin, we're going to just say Richard Hart maxi. The whole maxi thing reminds me of maxi pads, like I said before. That whole term to me is just not, it doesn't even feel right. Right? I'm a success. I try to aim for success at whatever that means to me without harming a soul out here. You understand? Not vie or pander, and then when things don't go your way, you fall on your face. When things don't go your way, you fall on your face. When you say things that certain people don't like, who you thought, you put on a pedestal, because it's not just riches. All these, like this whole idolatry, the idolizing individuals. Like, yo, congratulate, recognize great work when you see it. But my goodness, to put somebody on a pedestal like they created you, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's another special type of brainwashing, cult-like tribalism type of behavior. That's not cool. What are you bringing? What can you add as your own voice, as your own personality, as a human being? What can you contribute? Because everyone has something to add and contribute, no matter who they are. And I could say fuck Hex, fuck pulsechain, and fuck Richard. I could say that today. He can't stop me or anyone who doesn't like him. Let's say, and it's not my stance. I appreciate the work that he's done. I appreciate it. But somebody else could come in and say fuck him, and he still can't stop them or gatekeep them from using his products and enjoying the spoils of those exponential gains that can potentially happen on everyone who's in the community. You understand that? That's the level of decentralization a lot of people have a hard time really grasping too. All these so-called OGs in Hex could never listen to me again, could shun me, ostracize me, even heck, whatever, talk shit about me. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Because the people that are onboarded, they're not glued to crypto Twitter. Right? The people are onboarded, they could care less about a crypto OG. They understand the opportunity and they're taking advantage of the opportunity, irrespective of if Richard is twerking or talking to some 19-year-old girl or Red Bull game, irrespective of all that, and could care less about any OGs in the space. They care about the opportunity that's waiting for them. The opportunity that if you hold, the likelihood of you winning in this game is very high. And that's what they're betting on, because life is a risk. A person I know who I consider a friend mentioned something real powerful recently in a video that he made. This was real powerful. And I got to give him props for that. He said, what if somebody in Ukraine sacrificed for pulsechain? Everybody is not going through good times like you may go through. Everybody doesn't have the opportunity to splurge like many of you have done. You're showing great things, and again, good kudos to you. Kudos to you for buying nice cars and, affording a very lavish, luxurious, comfortable lifestyle. But there are people out here who are existing in the extreme opposite condition as you, who are trying to find a way to simply survive. Simply survive. Survival is their everything. Imagine, and we can't even quantify or really figure it out. Imagine, it may not be so, but what if someone from some war-torn location and country, region, invested, or not even invested, sacrificed, this term again, for these products, for pulsechain, pulsex, or whatever other products that are out here that's supposed to come onto pulsechain. What do you think they're going through? You think you have it hard? You think you have it bad? You think you're struggling? Appreciate what you have, man. Because we don't know the value of what we have until it's gone.